Yes, the Casanovians. Alright, boys, strap yourselves in. It's going to be a mighty Renaissance roller coaster. So, I have titled this one The Reason Why Women Are Repulsed by You and How to Quickly Fix It. So, yeah, this is going to be a long live stream, and I'm going to aim within the next 30 to 45 minutes to reshape your entire reality, change your life in one live stream, and leave you with the information that you need to go from complete wanker to absolute wonderland. So if you stay with me for the majority of this live stream, I really just want to change your life in this live stream, and that's the intention that I'm moving with. So I'm out here in Malaga at the moment, and I've been coaching my guy. He's a 49-year-old multi-six-figure entrepreneur, and as I've been coaching him, I've been learning so much from him as well. And we sat down today, Central Malaga, and he gave me a lot of pointers for this live stream, and I'm really dedicating this one to him. So thank you, Sensei. We'll call him Sean. Thank you, Sean, for the inspiration for this live stream. You've really helped for me to identify the pain points that potential clients, potential Entourage members are facing. And I want to use this live stream to just over-deliver and just change your life as much as possible. So I want to kick off with a quote by one of my favorite authors, Jack Kerouac. And Jack Kerouac said, "The only people for me are the mad ones, the ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, desirous of everything at the same time, the ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn, burn, burn like fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars. And in the middle, you see the blue center light pop and everybody goes, oh, what did they say about those people in Goethe's Germany?" So really, this live stream goes out to the renegades, to the pirates, and to the mavericks. The guys who are watching this live stream who, quite frankly, are disgusted with themselves. They are disgusted with the man that they become. They are disgusted with the lives that they're living. They're disgusted with the women that they're dating, and they are disgusted with marinating in the matrix of mediocrity, right? Because I know if you're watching this live stream, you want more from your life, right? You want more from your life than swiping your life away on a screen, settling for low quality women in grotty nightclubs, hanging around those nightclubs until 3 a.m., trying to get women through your social circle, mass DMing hundreds of women a day like some little simp, hoping to get lucky on a Saturday night with Paula down the pub. Like, you want more from your life. And the main reason for me why women are currently repulsed by you is your decision to settle for mediocrity, right? Like, comfort really is the killer. And I'm not making this live stream for the majority of men today, right? The reason why I make these videos, the reason why I do what I do, the reason why I do this whole content marketing is to attract my people and repel the rest. I'm really looking for those guys, like 3% of the people who are watching these live streams who are fed up of settling, fed up of settling for mediocrity, fed up of living the life that they're living, settling for the women that they think they can get rather than going after the ones they actually want. I'm really making these streams and the videos to appeal to that individual who wants to dive bomb into discomfort, who wants to supercharge not just his dating life, but his entire life in general. Like, hopefully you understand through the content that I make, this all goes deeper than day game. It all goes deeper than just going out there, chatting to girls, getting some phone numbers. Like, the way you do anything is the way you do everything, right? And the way that I show up in the world today, the confidence that I've got, like the confidence which is matched with ambition, all of this has happened through the catalyst of cold approach. Yeah, so the guy that I'm coaching out here in Malaga is a 49-year-old multi-six-figure entrepreneur. He got in contact with me because there was an area of his life that he knew he was settling, right? He knew that he was settling for a life of mediocrity. He was being that quintessential nice guy where he was settling for what he thought he could get rather than going after what he actually wanted. And within a weekend, right, within a weekend of me flying out here to coach him one-to-one in Malaga, his entire reality has been reshaped. I have changed this guy's entire fucking life to the point where now he's got too many options. He's got more high quality romantic options than he knows what to do with. Like the conversation that we were having today was, he was like, Kristian, how do I juggle all of these options? I've got this Argentinian woman, I've got this Mexican woman, I've got this woman from Panama. How do I juggle all of these options? And like one of our Entourage members, Joseph, says, these are high quality problems to have. Like within a weekend, his entire reality has been reshaped. He's now seen the glitch in the matrix, which is cold approach. He's now gone from settling from this life of mediocrity to unlocking this decentralized skill set of the awake 1%. And now he's like, my entire reality is flourishing. My entire reality has been bulldozed wide open. Like, thank you so much for giving me this gift that you've given to me during our time in Malaga. And now it's like, he can go out into the world, he can stack high quality options, he can go on multiple dates a week, he can finally attract the women that he wants into his life because he's no longer settling for his predisposed standards, right? Because in life, we don't achieve dreams, we achieve standards. And it's the standards that we set for ourselves, right? Rather than going out there and putting all of these women onto a pedestal, like, oh, she's a 10, she's a 10, she's a 10. It's like, no, she's just my standard. That's the standard of woman that I'm looking to attract. That's your standard, right? Because in life, we don't get what we deserve. We get what we think we deserve. And really, all of this process, like everything that I teach, it's teaching you how to teach yourself. It's teaching you how to become a woman's fantasy. That's what this really is about. And I'm really calling to the renegades, the pirates, the mavericks, the people who are fed up. Yeah, because most likely if you're watching this type of content, you've already done all of those things that you were told would get you lots of women. Yeah, you've done the whole become a high value man, build it and they will come. Like, dude, right now, right? The place I'm at, 27 years old, you can give me any guy, right? Any guy who's like, he might have a better body, he might be making more money, he might dress better, he might have a more interesting lifestyle, but I guarantee I can outperform any single person on this earth on the only metric that matters, which is belief. Yeah, it's like Voltaire once said, give me 2 minutes to talk away my face and I can seduce the Queen of France. Dude, like, I've gone through the whole looks maxing phase, and you can watch the progress as well. I've documented my entire journey on this channel. Like 4 years ago, you can look how I used to look. I've gone from that turnip looking 23-year-old who did look like a turnip. I dressed like a moron. I was living in a grotty apartment in central Leeds. I was commuting most days from Leeds to York to my dead-end 9-to-5 job. That job paid me about 1,100 Great British pounds a month. I saw about 150 pounds of that money. My apartment was infested by cockroaches. I was a porn addict. I had erectile dysfunction. When I came out of my long-term relationship, I had no idea how to attract women. I had no idea how to build the life that I wanted to live. I had no idea how to actually believe in myself, like my life depended on it. And within a relatively short space of time, I've gone from that guy, like the guy who couldn't pull a muscle, to now living this international lifestyle. I can go anywhere that I want. I'm operating from a place of wholeness rather than from a place of lack. And like after going from where I was to where I'm at now, after reshaping myself into this paragon of fuckability, I now understand more than anything. It's like, it's not about the way that I look. It's not about the way that I speak. It's all about the way that I feel about myself. Like, belief follows action. And it's like the way that I perceive myself, because internal state equals external reality. Perception is reality, right? So that's why I'm trying to get across to you in this live stream that you might be better looking than me. You might be making more money than me. You might have a more interesting lifestyle, but I guarantee I will outperform you every single time in the only metric that matters, which is belief. This is what a big portion of the internet, especially guys who are really sucked into that black pill world, they just don't understand. They think that, oh, all it takes is to have a symmetrical jaw. You just need to be good looking and beautiful women are going to be throwing themselves at you. There's a big difference between looking good and being good looking. Like, looking good buys you maybe 20 seconds of a woman's attention. It's your confidence, it's your charm, it's your charisma, it's your conviction, it's who you are rather than what you have that sells the product. And unfortunately, most guys come to this realization too late. It's like, dude, I did all the things. I maxed out my money, I maxed out my looks, I was like increasing my weighted pull-up at the gym. I still couldn't pull a muscle because the internal didn't catch up with the external. And that's what I'm really helping guys with. And that epiphanova has been unlocked by me today when Sean was sat across the table from me and he was like, what you've really helped me unlock was this wolf inside of me. Like, before meeting you, yeah, my business was doing great numbers. I was the number one in my industry. I was seen as this high status individual, but I still settled. I still disgusted myself. Like, when I looked in the mirror, I was like, Sean, you're doing all these great things, but the women's side of life is still not handled. And the reason for that is because the internal had not caught up with the external. And within a weekend of me being here in Malaga, he's now got multiple dates lined up. He's got more high quality options than he knows what to do with. The other day in Malaga, on our first day of working together, he number closed a beautiful Moroccan girl inside of a restaurant whilst everybody was looking. At the start of the day, he was like, yeah, the spotlight effect, I'm kind of worried what people are going to think of me. By the end of this day, it only took a couple of hours. After being put through my tried and tested formula, the formula that actually gets results, because I've spent tens of thousands of hours, tens of thousands of pounds of my own money. Like, I've been on this journey of personal renaissance since the age of 13 years old when I first became a magician. I spent a decade as a magician investing into my social skills, going around fucking pubs and parks and streets around the Lake District. Hi, can I show you some magic? No, fuck off. Like, I've spent my time in the trenches, and now when I work with my guys one-on-one, they get the entire playbook. They become absolute killers within just a couple of hours because I know what works, I know what doesn't, I know how to get results. And we were sat on this table today, and like, this is no better evidence than proof of what I do. Me and Sean were talking about business, we were talking about women, and then Sean, in the corner of his eye, sees this beautiful Colombian girl strutting past him, and he's like, yo, Kristian, just wait there 1 second. Goes over, has this 7-minute conversation with a Colombian girl who's licking her ice cream, absolutely besotted with Sean because his approach is so good now, because I've taught him how to approach, how to deliver his value, like how to make that girl desperate to see you again within those first few seconds. He's having this conversation, gets a phone number, schedules a date, comes back to the table, and he's like, I cannot believe how much you've changed my life, because he already thought he was in a place where he was good with women, right? He thought he was good with women. He's got to 49 years old, and then after working with me over this weekend, it's like, I've been the glitch inside of the matrix, and now he's unlocked this side of life that had never been available to him before. And he says something really interesting to me, which hopefully resonates with some of you older guys out there. He was like, at 49 years old, I got to a point where I know I've really got that age between 20 and 60 years old. Like, that's the parameter that I've got to play with. He was like, at 49 years old, I'm about to turn 50. I know that when I get to 60 years old, my best years are going to be behind me. And the reason why I got in contact with you, being me, was I want to make this next decade the best decade of my life. And he's already achieved that. Like, within a couple of days of working with me, he's now got more high quality options than he's ever had before. He's living in this constant state of romantic abundance where beautiful women are blowing up his phone, desperate to go on a date with him. He's optimized my Instagram strategy, so now he's getting women who are chasing him, like women who he's approached on the street. They're now blowing up his phone, desperate to come on a date with him, chasing him, wanting to be in his reality. And it's like, the place that I've got to in my life, I know, and I say this with full conviction because I know it's fucking true, I'm the best in the world at this. Like, you will not find anybody else on this fucking planet who can do what I do to the level that I've done it at, and who can replicate these results time and time and time again. If you go over to my Instagram page, at Casanova Dating, you'll be able to listen to all of my testimonials. At Casanova Dating on Instagram, you can listen to my testimonials. Evidence has got the loudest voice. This is why I truly believe that in a very short space of time, I'm going to become a 7-figure entrepreneur because I change people's lives for a living. I find people who really need what I've got and I change their lives fast. That's what I'm all about. If you're a guy who's watching this, you've probably gone through the game, you've probably gone through the ringer, you're probably following all of these bozos online. Oh, it's all about scripts, routines, techniques. Oh, you need to memorize the London day game model. You need to become this assumption stacking machine. Oh, let me optimize your Tinder profile. No, it's not about that, right? It's not about what you say. It's not about how you say it. It's who you are when you say that. It's how compelling you feel in the current moment. It's, do you believe in yourself like your life depends on it, right? The place that I'm at in my life right now, the level of belief that I've developed, it rubs off onto every single person that I work with. Like, as we were strutting through the sexy Spanish streets in Malaga, Sean was saying to me, like about maybe day 2 or day 3, I can't believe how much your approach to life has rubbed off on me. Like, I thought I was contacting you because I wanted to get more women. I wanted to master cold approach in the fastest possible time. And like, yeah, I've done all those things, but now it's like, I realize what you say. It's deeper than day game. Cold approach is the catalyst for the rest of my life. Like, Sean is now carrying himself like a king. He's got that rock star confidence. He's got this 0 fucks given mentality where he can walk through the world. He can see beautiful women. He can approach them, operating from this place of wholeness rather than from this place of lack. He can be like, let's do this. You're fucking awesome. You're amazing. I want to see if you're cool enough to invite into my reality. Like, the amount of stories that I can share, I've shared them on previous live streams, but like the other day, I think this was day 2 of our coaching session in Malaga, Sean implemented the exact advice that I gave him, because one of the things that he was struggling with was hesitation, right? So like, when he saw women that he really wanted, he would castrate himself of confidence. He would experience failure in advance. He would think too many steps ahead and then reject himself on the woman's behalf. But then after working with me, after me giving him this no bullshit feedback, he saw this beautiful woman strut past him, heart of Malaga. Everybody was watching. He goes over to her, delivers a hard-hitting compliment. He's got his stop on point. So now he knows how to deliver his value within those first few seconds, blows this woman away. Turns out she's this air hostess who flies private between Dubai and all these different places, and they have a magical evening together, like same day date. He just whisks her away onto this Hollywood-esque romantic escapade, and the two of them are just enjoying life together. And what was explained to me by Sean, and this is so true, 50 Shades of Grey. There is a reason why that book was the best-selling book of the decade. Because women are craving out for this fantasy. They are craving to be swept off their feet by a maverick, by a pirate, by this guy who just wants it, yeah? And then if you can be that fantasy artist, if you can be the fantasy of her fantasies, and you can go over, balls to the wall, 0 fucks given, if you can speak to her biology rather than her psychology, you can lead this woman onto adventures that she's been craving. Like, she is literally craving a masculine individual to come over to her and just sweep her off her feet. And a really interesting epiphanova that I had today, which I really want you gentlemen to understand. Maybe write this down so you don't forget it, because we all forget what we've learned, right? So write this down so you don't forget it. This is so crucial. Everybody talks, right? Everybody talks, oh, the modern dating game, it's super competitive. Women have got more options than ever before. They've got this selection paralysis. most of their options are shit. I do not give a fuck who's got a better body than me, who's got a better lifestyle. I don't give a fuck if one of her options has got a fucking yacht in Dubai or a penthouse in Malibu or he's going to the Four Seasons in Dubai. I do not give a fuck about that. And this is the energy that I want you to adopt as well. Nobody can compete with you because you are operating in a market of one. You are luxury brand. You are Champions League level. You're not a mediocre midfielder in League Two. You're Champions League material, Ballon d'Or winner, top scorer, every single league. Nobody can compete when you're operating in your own market. This is so important. And very few of you are actually going to understand this. Like, the majority of you fuckers, you're just not ready to receive the value that I'm dropping. The majority of you motherfuckers, like, you're just waiting for this clever line, routine, technique. Oh, Kristian, tell me the best open. Kristian, I've done 3,500 approaches. I've got 4 dates. Tell me more about stats. You are a mindless motherfucker. It's not about stats. It's not about routines. It's not about London day game model. It's believing that you're the shit. And when you go over to that beautiful woman, because you're radiating these delusions of grandeur, she feels what you feel. She is your mirror. And because you believe fully in yourself, you believe that you are the shit, she's going to follow your lead and think you're the shit as well. But the majority, like, dude, I work with guys, I work with high-level gentlemen who've got money, who've got career, who've got status. And the reason why they come to me is because they understand it's not about these vanity metrics. It's not about these materialistic trophies. It's not about the money. It's not about the status. It's not even about the way that you look. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the energy that you radiate. Like, I now believe that I can do anything. I can do anything that I set my mind to. If I want to become the president of the United States, if I want to become the prime minister of Great Britain, if I want to become the poster boy, your fucking call approach, social skills, confidence, if I want to surpass Tony Robbins, like, Tony Robbins, who the fuck's Tony Robbins? Like, I've got this irrational faith in my own capabilities. And the reason why I've been able to do, because this has not happened by luck, it's happened by design. Understand that. When I first started making these videos 4 years ago, I looked like a turnip, I dressed like a moron, I had erectile dysfunction. Let that sink in. You've got somebody who sat on a live stream with a fucking sombrero on his head who's telling you to your face how shit he used to be. I got this from Charles Bukowski. He was like, just declare yourself, warts and all. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. Like, dude, there is nothing anybody can say to me anymore which will hurt me. When I first started making these videos 4 years ago, when I looked the way that I look, I got comments on the regular from these mindless morons who hid behind a screen. You're ugly, you're a 4 out of 10 at best, you're physically disadvantaged, why are you wasting these women's time, you're never gonna get anywhere. And every single time it was just, yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna use this as fuel, I'm going all the way to the top, and I'm taking all my people with me, right? I recently invested £14,000 of my own money into business mentoring, right? I'm investing into my own self-education because I find people who've done the thing that I want to do, I pay them to help me get there faster. £14,000 of my own money I've invested into my own self-education. I could buy a watch, I could buy a decent car, I could buy some bullshit. I'm like, no, I'm my biggest asset. I am my biggest asset. Rather than investing into things that could get me girls, like, if you look at all the bullshit you're spending money on over the course of a year, designer clothes, nice holidays, watches, cars, bullshit, rather than pissing your money on things that could get you women, invest into things that actually will, which is your skill set, which is your belief, which is who you are as an individual. I always say to people, go outside, do 100 direct cold approaches, because until you've done 100 direct call approaches, you've got no skin in the game. You don't know what you don't know. If you're struggling, that's why I make these videos, right? I run an elite private network. It's called the Entourage. Within the Entourage, you'll be connected with myself, high-level 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs, digital nomads, high achievers, business owners, guys who are cold approaching across the globe, guys who are crushing it, guys who are getting multiple dates a week with gobsmackingly gorgeous girls. This is why I create these videos. It's content marketing. I'm looking to attract my people and repel the rest. Like, dude, if you are currently disgusted with the place that you're at in your life, if you're looking at the life you're living, the money you're making, the women you're dating, and you know in yourself that you could be doing better, right? You're flicking your life away on Instagram, fantasizing about these OnlyFans models, like you're wanking yourself off into a sock every fucking night. You're fantasizing about being these women's fantasies. You don't understand that it's actually fucking simple, right? The life that you're living at the moment, everything that you've done up to this point, it's not working, right? If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Oh, Kristian, cold approach doesn't work. Oh, I'm not getting any results. Oh, the women just blow me out and reject me. This works as long as you do. If I've gone from looking like a turnip, dressing like a moron, being a porn addict, who had erectile dysfunction, getting comments on the regular from guys being like, you're ugly. If I've been able to transform myself, starting from fucking nothing, £24.82 a universal credit in my bank account, if I've gone from where I was to where I'm at now, living in that grotty apartment to now having this beautiful apartment, being here in Malaga, traveling the world, I'm in Malaga, I'm in Barcelona, I'm about to board a flight tomorrow to Amsterdam, then I'm going to Manchester, then I'm going to Stockholm, then I'm going to London, then I'm going to Bangkok. If I've been able to transform myself, what the fuck are you waiting for? What's your excuse? Genuinely, what's your excuse? Like, if not now, when, right? This is the reason why I make these videos. You can book in a free, brackets free, 30-minute call with me right now. Give me 30 minutes, I will reshape your entire reality. I ain't even looking for you to buy from me on that call. It's a free 30-minute call. I'll reshape your entire reality. If you decide to sign up, guess fucking what? I give you an entire year. If I can reshape your reality in 30 minutes, what do you think I can do for you in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year? Sean in Malaga changed his life within a weekend. With him, like, dude, before we even did our in-person coaching, he was already crushing it. He joined the Entourage, which is my private network. He entered our private WhatsApp group, the Entourage Effect, the electric energy of this group. He was already out there. He was already cold approaching at 49 years old, when most guys think their best years are behind them. He was out cold approaching, getting phone numbers, stacking dates, and then as soon as I rock up into Malaga, I give him the entire playbook. I hold his hand through the entire process. I'm like, Sean, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you need to do. And then by the end of our time together in Malaga, all he can do is say, do you know what, mate? Whatever you need, let me know. You've changed my entire life completely. You've been here for 3 days or 5 days now. Everything that I wanted, I've got out of this experience. You let me know what this is a multi-6-figure entrepreneur, a guy who's crushing it in business. If you looked at Sean right now, you think, yeah, this guy does well for himself. This guy's doing well. This guy's crushing it. But no, because he felt disgusted in himself. And the reason why he got in contact with me, and he put this on his application form, and this is going to resonate with a lot of you guys. The reason why he got in contact with me, to quote him exactly, was he wanted to kill that needy bitch inside of him. He wanted to kill this needy bitch who was settling for mediocrity. He wanted to kill this needy bitch inside of him. He was done feeling disgusted with himself. He was done looking himself in the mirror on a Sunday morning after he got absolutely obliterated on a Saturday night, trying to get lucky with some random woman on the streets of Malaga. He was done with that. And also, he knew that he didn't have that much time to waste anymore. This is my traditional client. My traditional client is between 30 and 50 years old, high achiever, business owner, digital nomad, entrepreneur, comes across my content. It's like, there's something very different going on here, right? I had a conversation with Sean on our very first day of meeting. Within 30 minutes of having a conversation, I doubled his business. Most likely, I will triple his business because of the advice that I shared with him. And now he's blowing up my phone, asking for business advice, asking, okay, how do I develop this personal brand? How can I make even more money online? yeah, I've got you covered, bro, because that's what I do for my guys. Like I said to you before, I'm going all the way to the top. I'm taking my people with me. You want to make money online? You want to build a personal brand? You want to crush it with women, with sales, with marketing? I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now, right? 4 years ago, I didn't have a personal brand. Now I've got like, what, 7,000 followers, absolutely nothing. Tiny personal brand. I'm able to generate £20,000 revenue because of this channel. I've only just gotten started. I'm going all the way to the top. This is what I can help you with. I can help you get more girls. I can help you make more money. But ultimately, I'm helping you go from feeling disgusted with yourself to a point where you actually fucking like yourself. To the point where you no longer feel as though you're not worthy. Where you get to a point after working with me, even just for a couple of days, where it's like, you're no longer projecting that perceived lack of self-worth onto every woman who you've approached. That's the dynamite of what I offer. Yeah, it's a 30-minute free conversation. Like, if you can't book in a free 30-minute conversation with me, where you'll be speaking with me personally, where I will be aiming to reshape your reality within 30 minutes. If you can't do that for your life, then you are fucked. Because I like to reward action takers. You book in that call, I'm going to change your life. I'm going to reshape your reality within 30 minutes. I had a conversation with a guy the other day. The amount of value that I gave to that guy on our 30-minute phone call, he couldn't even take it. He decided to hang up that call because I told him what he needed to know rather than what he wanted to hear. He just hung up. After about 26 minutes, he just hung up. He's like, fucking hell, I can't even take this value anymore. He decided to hang up, right? So the reason why women are currently repulsed by you is because you are settling. You are marinating in the matrix of mediocrity. Look at your life at the moment, because this is the thing that I had to do for myself as well. Look at the life that you're living. Look at what your daily habits are. Like, what are you actually doing on a daily basis? Are you dating the women that you want to be dating? Or are you coming home from work every day, getting back, putting on Pornhub, watching Netflix, eating Doritos, wanking yourself into a sock, thinking, oh, woe is me, color approach doesn't work? Like, this is what I'm trying to say to you. I'm not speaking to 97% of my audience. I'm speaking to that 3% of guys, the mavericks, the pirates, the renegades, the ones who are sick of ordinary, right? That's who I'm speaking to. That's why I'm creating these live streams. That's who I'm inviting into my lifestyle. I've said it before. I'm not creating a business. I'm building a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that I would love you to be part of, because as soon as you meet me in person, everything's changed. The way that I carry myself, the way I converse with the world, my energy that I radiate. Like, people approach me now, and that's what happens with my clients. Like, when I was coaching Baltus in Barcelona, this was a guy who was a complete novice to cold approach, and within just a couple of days of working with me, he had multiple dates lined up. He had a full-on girlfriend experience. He had women who were approaching him during the day in person, wanting to get his Instagram. Why? Because the energy that he was radiating was electric. Women just fucked with it. Again, it's a 50 Shades of Grey scenario. She's waiting for that fantasy artist. She's waiting for that fantasy hero. She's waiting to be swept off her feet by this renegade, this Renaissance warrior who can just crush into town on his horse, be like, you're my maiden, and I'm going to take you on adventures that the both of us are going to enjoy. Dude, like, the game has changed so much in this past decade, and a lot of you motherfuckers are still running or are attempting to run, or maybe you're not even running anything. Maybe you just sat on your ass, on your couch, taking zero action and wondering why you're still sleeping alone. It's not about these formulaic, systematic routines anymore. It's not about going over to women being like, hi, what I just noticed about you. Like, it's not about dating apps. It's not about swiping on a screen. It's not about DMing. It's not about grotty nightclubs. It's not about any of that bollocks. What they're really crying out for is that Renaissance warrior, that maverick, that pirate who can just go over, stone cold sober, during the day, being like, excuse me, you're awesome. I fucking like you. Let's go on a date right now. That's what they're crying out for. They're looking for that fantasy. They're craving that fantasy. But for the majority of women, unfortunately, they have to find it in literature rather than life. But no, we can be that glitch in the matrix. Like, once you have unlocked this decentralized skill set of the awake 1%, you can be that woman's fantasy. That's what they're truly craving out for. Like, if you are not currently a woman's fantasy, why not? And I got this from Zan Perion. It's like, if you're not currently a woman's fantasy, why not? Because she's fantasizing about somebody. And this is just complete no bullshit. What I've learned by working with all of my guys, it's not about money. It's not about status. It's not about how symmetrical your fucking jawline is. It's not about how much money you've got in the bank. The streets don't give a fuck. Day game is the ultimate equalizer. I work with guys, 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs. As soon as you put them on the streets do not care. On the streets, I'm king. Why? Because I've spent most of my life on those fucking streets. I spent a decade working as a magician, going around streets, parks, bars, restaurants. Can I show you some magic? I was a hustler, right? And I knew in myself that everything that I don't think in terms of days, I think in terms of decades. And everything that I do, I invest into the identity of the person who I want to embody. Like 4 years ago when I first started making these videos, I met myself, like the version of me who's speaking to you today in Malaga, in this beautiful apartment. When I was living in that cockroach infested apartment in Central Leeds, I had £24.82 of universal credit. I didn't know. I literally did not know how to cold approach a woman. I met myself in the future. I met the version of me who I wanted to become, and then I reverse engineered it. I didn't give a fuck what people thought of me. I had this zero fucks given mentality. I'm like, you know what? That's what confidence is. Confidence is optimism in the absence of certainty. That's what it is. It's optimism in the absence of certainty. And I was like, no matter what, I'm going to achieve this. No matter what, I can handle it. No matter what, I'm going all the way to the top. Like, I envisioned all of this before it even happened. Back when people thought I was crazy, now when people look at me like, oh, you're a genius, or you're successful, or you're doing really well. Yeah, but 4 years ago, everyone thought I was a fucking bozo. Oh, who do you think you are? Stay in your lane. Like, oh, you think you can be somebody. Like, that's the small town mentality that I was brought up into. Like, I was brought up small town, Barrow Furness, Lake District, 60,000 people, all of my family, like every single person in my family works in the submarine factory. And when I told my dad that I wasn't going to work in the submarine factory anymore, I was going to become a magician, what the fuck do you think happened there? I severed ties with my family. Like, the only person, realistically, that I speak to in my family is my mum. My mum was the only person who actually believed in me. My mum was the only person who had blind optimism. And now, whenever I travel to a new place, whenever I change somebody's life, whenever I make a big fucking sale, the first person I contact is my mum. I'm like, Mum, this thing happened. This is the achievement. This is what I did. Like, that's my only motivation, right? Everything that I fucking do, yeah, it's nice to change guys' lives. It's nice to make money. It's nice to be in fucking Malaga. Realistically, what I'm really doing all this for is to make my mum proud of me, yeah? Because the childhood that I had and the person that I've become today, I'm so fucking proud. Like, I think we've all got that child inside of us, right? And that's what's coming out. Yeah, that's what's coming out when you want to approach that woman, when you want to start that business, when you want to go for that promotion. There's fear there, right? There is this marination in the matrix of mediocrity. You've got all of these different voices in your head, like, is this really for us? And it's like, we have to be a parent to ourselves, yeah? It's deeper than day game. It's not just fucking cold approach. You want to learn cold approach, like there's probably some bozos online who are going to give you, oh, buy my course, $50, get into my Discord community, then we're all going to learn. It's bullshit. It's bullshit and you know it is. I give people what they need, right? I get results fast. I'm the best in the fucking world at what I do, and I'm going all the way to the top. And like, dude, there is a link below this video. You can book in a free 30-minute consultation call with me. And you can do that right now. And you can be on the phone with me within like a couple of days. I'm going to aim to reshape your reality fast. And you don't even need to buy anything from me. I'm just going to aim to give. And then who knows? After 3, 6, 9 months of being on that call with me, then you might be like, do you know what? I really fuck with Kristian. I've seen his testimonials. I've gone over to his Instagram page at Casanova Dating. I've been on his website. Fucking hell. This guy is actually the real deal. And you know what? I think the final thing that I'll say to you is the reason why I get life-changing results, the reason why I actually get the best results in this industry is because of ego, right? All we are is animals responding to incentives. That's all we are. Animals responding to incentives. We're all motivated by self-interest. Everybody just wants the best deal for themselves. The reason why I get my clients results fast and the reason why I change lives for a living is because my reputation is attached to my client success. As long as you do everything that I tell you to do, as long as you follow the proven, like literally tried and tested framework, as long as you do everything that I say, it would be unreasonable for you not to succeed. I do it time and time and time again. I went from London to Barcelona, now I'm in Malaga, now I'm going to Amsterdam, then Manchester, then wherever the fuck I'm going, Stockholm. I've got coaching experiences coming out my ass. I've got people who are queuing up to enter my network. I've got people who are queuing up to do business with me because they can see the credibility, they can see the passion, they can see the energy, and like, do you know what? I want this, right? I'm sick. I'm actually disgusted of the person that I've become. I've looked in myself in the mirror. I started to get flabby. I've started to let myself go. I'm not even getting fucking erections in the morning. The fuck is happening here? I should be a savage. I should be a wolf. I should be a lion. But instead, I'm settling into this sheep clothing. And that should piss you off. Like everything that I've said so far in this live stream, I truly hope it's triggered you. I truly hope it's pissed you off to the point where you're like, you know what? I need to be around this energy. That was one of the biggest reasons why Sean got in contact with me. He's 49, I'm 27. And he was like, I need to be around this energy. I need to be around this youth, this exuberance, this youthful, irrational confidence. Like, I need this in my life because all my friends at the moment are like married off, they've wifed up, or they just let themselves go. I need this. I need to be part of Kristian's network. I need to join the Entourage. I need to experience the Entourage Effect. I need this in my life. And then as soon as he signed up, he joined the Entourage. Within a week, he was already cold approaching. He was getting dates. He was getting phone numbers. And then I rock up to Malaga. Everything's exploded. And this is a higher level guy as well. The sort of guy who should be crushing it on paper. I take people who are doing good and I make them excellent. And like this next decade of my life, I am truly excited about where I'm going to go because I am going all the way to the top. Like anybody who's watching these live streams right now, I actually don't think you realize the opportunity that you've got. This is like Bitcoin in 2008. Like you have got the best opportunity of your life to develop rockstar confidence, attract gobsmackingly gorgeous girls, be known amongst all your friends as a guy who gets all the women. It's like, you don't understand like the stock which is currently available to you. And the longer you delay, the more my prices are going to increase. Like you get back here a decade from now, most of you motherfuckers aren't even going to be able to afford me. I'm going all the way there. I'm taking my people with me. Everything that I learn, I disperse into the Entourage. I give to my people because I'm like, I want us all to win. I want us all to get more women, make more money, and live that life free from bullshit. I'm like, dude, this is living right here. The final story that I want to share with you boys is actually really interesting. So for those of you who are still listening, this is life-changing stuff right here. Before I coached Sean today, I went downstairs and I went to this cafe and I was sat on a table and I got a cappuccino. And as I was drinking my cappuccino, there was this group of men in front of me on the table adjacent to me. And there were guys who were in their 60s, right? And they were saying how fulfilled and thrilled and fantastic they feel to be here in Malaga today. They were like, you know what? I've spent the past 4 decades of my life slogging my guts out, working as whatever they're fucking working as, like bricklayers, plumbers, builders, plasterers, carpenters. And it's like, now at 60 or whatever they were, let's say at 63 years old, now they get to enjoy their lives. Now they get to sit at 10 a.m. in the morning and enjoy a cappuccino. And here I am, 27-year-old motherfucker. And I'm like, that's when it really hit me. That's when it hit me. I was like, I'm 27 years old and I'm already living that retired lifestyle. I've got this international lifestyle. It's not happened by luck, it's happened by design. It's happened because I fucking decided. I'm 27 years old right now and I'm enjoying life now. I'm not waiting for some retirement. I'm not waiting until I get to 65, 70 years old. I'm not working this bullshit job. Oh, excuse me, sir. Am I allowed to go for a shit? I decided what life that I wanted to live. I had it. And if you haven't downloaded my free course yet, I literally outline my exact process, like how I went from where I was to where I'm at now in a relatively short space of time. It's called my Most Fuckable Man course. I'll link it below. Watch the modules which are titled Mindset Mastery, International Lifestyle. I make some videos with my Entourage members as well. That course, that gives you the full step-by-step blueprint of how I built this international lifestyle, where I'm in Malaga right now, I'm going to Amsterdam tomorrow, I'm going to be filming high-quality videos for you guys, just change your fucking life. Like, it does not happen by luck, it happens by design. It happens because you fucking decided. Like, I really just want you to feel disgusted. I want you to get pissed off. I want you to rage. I want you to be dissatisfied with where you're currently at, because you know in yourself you could be doing more. You know you could achieve more. You could achieve better. You just know. And you're the person that I'm looking to attract into my private network, the Entourage. When you become a member of my private network, the Entourage, your life is never the same again. You get an entire year of dedicated mentorship. You get in-person coaching experience with me, just like Sean's had, just like Baltasar's had, just like everybody in the network. Everybody's had it. I changed every fucking person's life, time and time and time again. Why? Because my reputation is attached to people's success. Look at the testimonials. Look at the website, at Casanova Dating. There is nobody on this planet who can say to me, yeah, you're a charlatan, you're a shit coach, blah, blah, fucking blah. It's like, yeah, cool story, bro. It's like saying I'm fucking Chinese. Everything is there. Evidence has got the loudest voice. You can listen to my testimonials. You can look at my website, at Casanova Dating, on my Instagram page. I'm the best in the world. I'm the best in the world at what I do, and I've only just gotten started. So the reason why women are repulsed by you is because you are currently marinating in the matrix of mediocrity. So take a long, hard look at yourself, pinpoint the areas where you need to improve, and then understand, like, this is the most important point of the live stream. It's all about how you perceive yourself. Like, it is belief. Like, if you were brainwashed today, like, if you were brainwashed right now into believing that you were the most fuckable man on the planet, it doesn't matter about your race, your height, your net worth, how many fucking suits you've got, anything. If you truly believed that you were God's gift to women, if you truly believe you were the most fuckable man on the planet, imagine how that would make you feel. Imagine walking out your house every single morning, just expecting women to be attracted to you, expecting to be treated like a king, expecting to radiate this rock star confidence. Because guess fucking what? All of this is possible. How do I know that? Because I've done it for myself and I've done it for my fucking clients. If I've gone from where I was to where I'm at now, then there's no reason why you can't do the fucking same, right? And if what you've done at the moment is not working, then stop doing what you're doing and find proven alternative solutions. What's that? Me. That's the solution, right? That's the fucking solution. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. I know how to get results. If you resonate with me, you like what I do. Even if you don't like me, but you respect me, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Book in a call with me. Give me 30 minutes and I will reshape your entire reality. No obligation to buy anything from me. I'm just going to aim to change your life. I'm going to aim to change your life within 30 minutes. Link below this video. Book in a call. Let's talk. Like, let's talk on the phone, because it's your life and it's disappearing one day at a time. Eternity is a long time and we're too long dead. So book in the call, speak with me. Let's get some one-to-one FaceTime and let me tell you exactly how I would decide to reshape your entire existence. So boys, if you enjoyed this one, then give it a like. I really appreciate all of the support. If you hate me, then let me know in the comments. If you don't like this video, then definitely dislike it. Unsubscribe, share it with some of your friends. And yeah, I think all that's nice. I don't know how long we've been talking for, but let's just allow the final minute to just be completely like whatever it's going to be. I've not even looked at the comments, to be honest. I think some of our Entourage members were commenting. I'm really looking forward to Amsterdam tomorrow. So I'm flying Daniel out. We're gonna be making like content, and I'm waking up every single day in my dream. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't need private jets. I don't need Bugattis. I don't need fucking whatever bollocks, materialistic trophies. Like, I've made it because I've decided that I've made it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I wake up in my dream, I do what I love what I do. I change people's lives for a living. And like, I'm on this trajectory where I'm thinking in terms of decades rather than days. I know in myself, #1 coach on the entire fucking planet, best to have ever done it, #1 cold approach in the entire game, gets results faster than anybody else can do it. I can say all that with absolute certainty because when I was sat with Sean today, he was like, you know when you say you're the best in the world at what you do? I was like, yeah. He was like, it's because you fucking are. I was like, thanks, Sean. I really appreciate that, man. Like, you are way ahead of me in the game, and to get that validation and approval and stamp of excellence from you, that really makes me happy. So, yeah, I'm the best in the world because I fucking said so. If you don't like me, if you get triggered by me, then, you know, go fucking wank into your porridge. But yeah, I'll speak with you boys again tomorrow. I'm doing a live stream every single day because that makes me feel fulfilled as a man. And yeah, like the live stream, get the free courses, and if you've not done so already, book in a free call with me, because like, what have you got to lose? It's 30 minutes of your life compared to the next 30 years. So yeah, book in a call, link below. Let's talk. Let me give you more value, one-to-one, individually tailored value. The only reason why you would not book in a call is because you don't want more women, you don't want to be successful, you don't want to make money, and you're just a fucking nonce. Love you. Bye.